Welcome back to Marvin's Customized Angling Channel. Today I'm in the man cave and I'm looking through and trimming up a number of fishing rods that I bought at garage sales. When you go to garage sales, you'll find all these different kinds of rods in all sorts of conditions. But what I like about it is I can refurbish these rods. I can either make them into ice fishing rods or rods suitable for children. And this is the beauty of recycling and just going around to a few garage sales. You can pick up hundreds of these fishing rods and the cost is negligible. This is why I want to show you a very simple way to make an ice fishing rod or a rod that is more suited to young children because you can adjust the size and length. And in the end, I can tell you with this number of rods that I have in the pail behind me, I should be able to make about 50 rods, and all it takes is a zip saw and a little bit of glue. In my case, where there's a situation where ice can get very deep and the fish can be fairly large, you want a rod that can clear the ice, and I make rods that will be long enough to put through 4 feet of ice and still fight that fish down below, so I'm not chafing the line. In the case of children, I always look for the cheapest rods, usually made out of fiberglass, the most forgiving, and as long as the eyes are in a good position, I can mate them up to all these different handles that you see here. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and cut a number of handles off of rods, and then I've taken the ends of those rods and I'm going to sort through them, and I'm going to find the ones that I can match to the butt of the rod handle. Well, I haven't found a suitable handle yet, so I'm going to set this one down and I'm going to try another one. And I've got a lot of tips, so I don't really worry. Here's a inexpensive rod tip. It looks like a Berkeley cherry wood, I think, and it's going to be suitable for small children. And when I find these handles that are extra long, I can always cut them off, and that way they don't get too long, but they're long enough to put into a rod holder. Oh, here we go. Yes, this rod is going to work. So I'm going to pull it apart again, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of glue. I'm going to pull this, I'm going to twist it, and I'm going to pull the glue back down. And I'll just turn it back in. So I've got about 3.5 inches or 4 inches of this rod tip inside the handle. Now I just want to line up my reel seat with the eyes. I have to be fussy about this. There we go. There. One child's rod, and I'll just set that aside and I'll go after another one. Oh yes, this rod was probably more expensive. It's more like a carbon graphite combination, but it has a nice stiff tip, so when you're ice fishing for walleye or perch and you want to give it a good snap, this rod will do it. Now to find the handle. I'm going to try to get a little bit tighter. You always want to save these handles from year to year because you never know when you're going to need it, when it's going to fit. So this is the end result of an hour's labor on my part. I've got rods from 4 feet to 6 feet. I've got them from a medium light to, and actually I've got a fly rod end on here for real light biters. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll just tell you that anything that I choose for children, the rod handles will stay the same length so that the parents can put the rods in a rod holder, and if I feel that the rod handle is a little bit too long for ice fishing, I'll change that up, but usually I don't cut the handles off for ice fishing, especially when the rods are bigger. Thank you for watching Marvin's Customized Angling Channel. I hope you find this video informative. Thanks again, and we always respect and look forward to your feedback.